Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sector 1 Sim Racing. We are back here in sunny old England. Brands Hatch is the circuit tonight. And I got to admit, I'm not used to being in this chair. My name is Carbon Boy, and you may normally find me in the race director's seat. But tonight, I have taken over the #1 chair, being the streamer's position. And I got to tell you, the seat's rather comfy, but I'm not feeling too comfortable in it right now. So hopefully you will all bear with me. Joining me tonight in the comms box is Renegade for tonight's race. Are you there, Renegade?
I am indeed, mate. How are you this evening?
Quietly nervous, very quietly nervous. How are you doing?
Yeah, you're not the only one, and also dealing with a sick child at home. But
joy.
Yeah, looking forward to a cracking night of racing.
As am I. Now, we do have a couple of fill-ins tonight. We do have Debrev filling in for Woody at... the team name has completely escaped me.
CP Motorsports,
That's
I
the one,
believe.
CP Motorsports. Unfortunately, Woody's car kind of suffered a catastrophic mechanical failure getting it off the transporter. And so he's been in the pit lane raging at that car. So Dobrev is standing in for him tonight. Is there another fill-in that I'm trying to
Not
catch up on?
sure of.
No? No, just the one? Just the one tonight?
Oh no, not Dad's. I'm just trying to think of who the other one. If there was another one,
I must be
I can't
imagining
think
things.
of. Yeah, you got me thinking now.
That's all right. Let's have a look at the track map for tonight, shall we? Brands Hatch. Quite the epic circuit. I honestly don't know how many corners there are off the top of my head, but let's count them out.
I
One,
believe it's
2.
11. I think. I'm not sure.
Let's go with 11.
I don't know. It's
I'm going to go
somewhere
with
around
11.
that figure.
As you can tell, I am as prepared as I can be for tonight. But we are
do some quick research while you're explaining things.
we are looking at 31 laps here tonight with a 3 times tyre wear setting and a 5 times fuel burn rate. We did have to do a little bit of tweaking on the tyre wear speed due to the update that we had last week. It certainly makes things a little more interesting, and the settings that we had in mind for tonight's race would have resulted in some, well, less than interesting strategies, to put it mildly.
Believe it or not, it's actually classed as having 9 turns.
I'm calling it 11. I'm ignoring a lot of that.
Yes.
So in terms of
It's
strategy,
certainly more than 9.
in terms of strategy for tonight's race, you've got the 2-stop strategy running either a 10 or an 11 lap stint, or if you are a lot better at conserving fuel than I am, you could possibly do it on the 1-stop. The trick would be making your lap times not that slow and still managing to save fuel. I have given it a go. I got to about lap 13 and ran out of fuel.
We have confirmation, Carbon Boy, for the turtle. It will be Bump and Run Excel. So CD Excel will be filling in for the turtle.
Mr. Excel will be filling in. Fair enough.
Jumping up from Division 3. What would be Division 3?
It's a big step. Good on him. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. Now, I'm just going to have a quick look at the points so far at the moment. Let me see if I can actually get the right button, and there we go. So we have, I really wish I could see that a lot better than I can. Currently leading the championship is a Young Wakey on 31 points, followed behind by Mountain Goat and his teammate Foss in 3rd. Not far behind is my teammate Ricky Bobby, along with Black Friday, Tim DeRags, one of the newer drivers to S1, Banana Man. Sorry about that, but that nickname is staying. Id P8 is Niff, John, Lenosis, Old Wakey, Levenspiel, Evil Evo, and Hodes, who I believe is your boy tonight.
Yes, he is. I'm looking forward to seeing how both our boys are going tonight. To be honest, I won't put a hex on them, but it'd be interesting to see how things go. They've been working hard on their tune, so...
Just come to my attention that I've read out the Division 1 points, and we are currently in the Division 2 lobby. So, my bad, as you can tell. I'm still getting used to this whole being in a different chair situation. So, leading the Division 2 race at the moment is Stickers, followed by Boy Bagoom, Dadson. Unfortunately, Diswood is unable to race tonight. By CPJ, Gur, Karen Unleashed, who is looking forward to a...
Hang on, Bubba.
He is looking forward to a cracking result tonight here at Brands Hatch. Heafy, Mr. Bumcrack, Blind Man, GTR, who has returned from missing round 1. He's going to be looking, I'm assuming, looking for a very solid result tonight to try and make up for that missed round. It's not doing his championship hopes any good at all. Unfortunately, Turtle has not made the grid tonight, and Thunder Artsy and Sub-Zero is no longer with us, and I cannot remember the fill-in driver off the top of my head, so we will just skip on straight past that. What do you say we get qualifying going before I make myself look any more awkward than I already have?
Not a problem. Let these guys know that we're starting soon. Here we go.
Excellent. Alrighty, just waiting for drivers to exit the pits now. Who is going to be first out on track?
Oh, red flag. Brody, Excel hadn't ticked in.
Oh,
Excel was not ticked in.
Okay, mission abort. Mission abort. Gotta love it when that happens. There's always one.
There's always one. Yep.
That's okay. That's all right. We can deal with this.
At least it's only the first time.
All right. Now, do we have everybody ticked in this time?
Why can I not?
What's going on?
All.
Your mate
No.
is still out on track.
Who's still on track? Hodesy.
Hodes, yes.
That'd be why I can't adjust it yet.
That's all right. We will take a look, while we're waiting for this, we will take a look at the team points currently, if I can.
Exit the track, mate. Sorry.
We will take a look at the team points at the moment. So currently in first position in the teams points is one of the new teams to Sector 1 in Revolution E Motorsports. They've certainly come here to make a very bold statement from the outset. Had a fantastic set of results in the first couple of races, which is absolutely fantastic to see. Second position on the standings at the moment is Barocchio 5 Sim Racing.
Close a lap for him to get the message. Sorry for interrupting there, but he's not exiting track.
Third position is my team, rather surprisingly to me, currently sitting in third position in the team's points. And fourth is Black Rose Racing. 1 point behind them is a Lightning Motorsport, followed by Kraken Esports. Then we have Doghouse Motorsports, Dadson, and Butterknife Switchblade Sim Sports. Leading CP Motorsports at the moment, and I'm sure Karen will be letting Flatstick know about it in every way, shape and form. Then in 11th is Hume Corp, followed by Red Mist Racing, Symmetry Motorsports, and currently at the bottom of the standings is Blacklight Motorsport, but make no bones about it, with Ghost as PR manager and with the good doc as TO, I reckon they'll be cracking the whips down in that garage and making sure that everybody sort of picks up the pace a bit coming further into the season. And I don't think you'll be seeing them at the bottom of the standings for much longer. Now, we've had a slight hiccup with the lobby at the moment, but that's okay. We're getting things booted back up and should be good to go in just another minute or two. So, sorry about the delay, guys. Please bear with me. There is also another person here in the comms box with us tonight. Would you like to introduce yourself, special guest?
Good evening, everyone. It is the one and only King of Brands. And I am doing Div 1 because, well, the young goat asked me to commentate one of his races, and it's Brands Hatch, so how could I say no? So a big good evening to everyone. I do see a few familiar names in the chat. We've got VF, we've got The Stranger, we've got Snake Eyes. Hope you all are having a fantastic Sunday evening. And how about those mighty Bombers today? What a fantastic win, 1 point. So we've got a test start underway in Div 1 at the moment, and it is Goaty leading the way, but it is really close. So strap in, enjoy this race coming up, but definitely stick around for Div 1 as well. It's going to be an absolute rips and order. I'm as excited as Homer in a donut shop, so very keen to see how the boys do, and I'll keep an eye on this race and watch the man Godzilla. I expect him to be very hard to beat. So make sure chat, make sure you keep it flowing, keep the information flowing, keep the banter going. And yeah, it's good to be in here and looking forward to it.
Thank you very much, Ghost. Looking forward to being in the box one-on-one with you a little bit later on this evening. Renegade, how are we looking with everybody ticking back in?
So far, so good.
As soon as we get
Gobi,
everyone ticked in,
1, 2,
get
3,
it ready to go.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I've got
At the
13
moment,
drivers.
That's what I've got as well. Is that what we're supposed to have?
Good question.
I've put there for an R when ready, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Again, to everyone in the chat tonight, my apologies. I'm a little bit new at all of this, and it's always fun when a curveball gets thrown in. I don't exactly have the experience under my belt just yet to be able to smoothly flow with this. I'm sure I'll get there eventually. So, meanwhile, you can make fun of me in the YouTube chat if you like.
That looks like, oh, hang on, good. Luckily we hadn't kicked it off yet because
All right, we have 14 drivers. Let's push the button and let's get this qualifying underway.
Oh, hang on, someone is initializing. Gopi is not ticked in.
Bang.
Oh, hang on.
He's ticked in. Let's go. I've got 14.
And that big green button has now been pushed.
Lovely.
That's...
All right, qualifying, take 2.
Who do we have going first? J Arts, followed by Dadson, followed by Excel. The first 3 runners.
out on track is Thunder Artsy racing for
Symmetry Motorsports.
Symmetry Motorsports. I am still learning all these liveries. I will not lie. Second out on track is Datsun racing for, obviously, Datsun Racing. Just behind him is CDXL racing, also for Datsun, filling in for Turtle this evening. So we've got the two Datsun guys running line astern. Will we see any slipstreaming and cooperation during qualifying? Remains to be seen. Next in line for Red Mist Racing is Heafy. He's been looking good in the practice sessions where I've seen him over the weekend,
So that is a banging livery too.
I think he's quietly confident about his efforts tonight.
I do like that.
Coming across the start-finish line to start his first flyer for Blacklight Motorsport is GTR. Using every centimetre of track availability in turn 1. Shortly behind him for Hoon Corp is Blind Man. Looking like he's been setting some pretty quick times in practice this weekend as well, and I've managed to jump in and sneak a peek at some of these guys.
It's a little bit loose, unfortunately, but not too bad. Keeps it on the tarmac.
Seventh in line for Black Rose is Mr. Boy the Goon. He's also been setting some pretty quick times from what I've seen over the weekend. So I was cutting laps with him just yesterday, and well, he was thoroughly handing my behind to me. So he's more than earned his position in this division. Eighth in line for Kraken Esports is the plumber himself. I haven't seen much of him this week. He's been keeping rather quiet in terms of how he's been going in terms of car setup and lap times. So tonight will be the big reveal, I see. Feel. For Switchblade is Harry, also looking pretty pacey here tonight. He's a big fan of brands. Followed by Gurr for Doghouse Motorsports, who's put himself into P9 and messed up my order. I took too long, so we will just fire through the rest of them. Debrev filling in tonight for CP Motorsports, and Hodes for So Artie has not mucked around and set a 122.3 as his first flyer.
GTR just half a second behind.
Kind of got the feeling GDR's just warming up.
Oh, I expect him to let loose in the next lap or two.
CDXL puts himself into third on the grid.
Not a bad lap.
A
A little bit wide at turn 1.
Hello, the commentator's curse has come into effect early. Datsun just quietly sitting in P5, set with a 123.1.
CP Motorsports driver Jay O'Shea in the pits for a new set of boots.
He's put his banker lap in. He's decided now's the time to grab a fresh set of tyres. Go for that hot lap with a slightly lighter fuel load than they originally started with. Datsun's 3/10 up on his time. Someone's a little bit wide in front of him. That's one of the Symmetry drivers by the looks of it. Has very kindly pulled off the racing line and let Datsun go on by. Very sporting. Love to see it.
Artsy.
What's the bum crack? Currently sitting P6. Oops, someone's backwards. That's not good. That's never good.
Boybegum.
Mr. Boy.
Facing the wrong way. Facing the wrong way.
Oh, that's never good. Let's see if we can catch a replay of that. Wait, let's see if I know how to operate the replay. Find out.
Karen in for a fresh set of tyres. Blyman in for a fresh set of tyres.
Looks like Mr. Boybagum did the classic, put a tyre onto the grass and sheen, and, well, we all know exactly how that ends. He's done well to stay out of the way, though.
Heafy not having much luck. Languishing down the bottom of the field.
Okay, GDR's on and out lap, so he's coming in for a fresh set of boots. He's 3/10 down on RT at the moment. He's got a little bit of traffic in front of him as well. I'm not sure if that's going to hold him up or help him out.
Dadson moves up to 4th.
That's a great effort there from Dadson.
Dadson racing second row on the grid. Oh, Dadson's lost it. Whoops.
Oh, that's not going well at all.
And then Brody, oh no. I was about to say, Excel almost did the same thing.
Just over 2 minutes of qualifying left. There's no time left for anyone to make any extra pit stops to grab some fresh tyres. It's now or never for these guys.
O'Shea now up to 3rd. Knocked Excel and Dadson down a spot, and he's on a purple. Oh no, that's just ruined it with a spin from RT in front of him. Oh no, not RT. Would have been the other driver for them.
Commentator's curse is coming into effect. You say your driver's doing well, next minute. So that's his lap gone. As long as he can recover, he should be able to get another one in. Still got enough time.
He's apologised for that, so that's some courtesy between drivers there. Some respect.
Oh, Excel just finding the limits of the track in turn 1. A little bit of dirt. Doesn't seem to have messed up his tyres. Comes through the first sector. He's 2/10 down. That's not going well for him.
Still quite a remarkable qualifying position considering this is only his debut season. It's his second sector racing. He's now in a Division 2 race.
Sitting on the second row of the grid, he's more than holding his own. It's a fantastic effort. So let me look a bit further down the field. Webergoom, currently P10, but he's 3/10 up on his best time, and he's only 200s behind Hodes on P9, so he could advance himself into the top 8.
I have to lay claim to something about Excel as well. He's actually one of my drivers outside of Sector 1.
Karen, we're on to the final lap. How's Karen?
Oh, and he's just gone almost 2/10 up on that lap.
He's had a moment. So how's Boyvergoom? Where's he going to finish? He's 3/10 up on his best time. Coming towards, if I get this corner name wrong, I'm going to get executed. It's Clark Curve. AKA the final bend. Where can he put himself into qualifying? P6 if you don't mind for the bubblegum. Knocks Dadson back down to P7.
Meyer stays in 9th. Blindman in 8th. Hode's coming around the last turn. How's he looking? Unfortunately not good this lap, I don't think. Position 10. Who have we got still running? Oh, that's it.
Alright, so let's take a look at those results, shall we? If I can find the right button.
I'll get a screenshot of those
That
results.
will be fantastic. So, P1, Artsy, with a 122.353. Only a couple of hundreds behind is GTR. Covering off the front row of the grid. Second row of the grid is Mr. Excel and CPJ. Followed by Heafy, Boy Bagum. And on the fourth row of the grid is Dadson and Blind Man. Bringing up the next row of the grid is Mr. Bumcrack and Hose. A little bit further behind than I would have thought is Karen and Gurr, followed by Big J and Debrev, bringing up the final row of the grid.
Interesting qualifying. Big surprise packet is obviously the qualifying position of Excel. Division 3 driver, debut driver, jumping up to a Division 2 race and
put
well and truly
himself on the
holding his
second
own.
row. Well, as we all know, qualifying pace is one thing, but race pace is another. So whenever you are ready to get this race underway, I am good to go as well.
I'll let these guys know.
Alright, so everyone viewing at home, maybe throw into the YouTube chat who you think the winner of tonight's race is going to be.
Here we go.
Tell you what, I'm nervous. How about you?
Yeah. They're waiting for those lights. 1 light, 2, 3, 4, 5. Revs rising, and away they go.
There we go, into turn
GTR.
1. Thunder and Artie wanting to go side by side. GDR's not having a bar of that. Goes defensive. Holds the inside line. He's not giving Artie an inch whatsoever.
Very clean and respectful start from all drivers. No incidents by the looks of things.
Oh, careful. We don't say that out loud. Something bad will happen very, very soon. They're all running line astern at the moment. Drivers being fully aware of how bad brands can be, how bad it can bite. Oop, someone's gone off. That's not gone well at all.
Maybe one of the CP drivers, that would be.
Oh, there's a little bit of bumping and grinding going on.
Heafy off to a miraculous. Oh, he's up to 4th. He started. Oh, hang on, who's bump and run going a little bit wide. Looks like he did that on his own.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We will not be able to get a replay of that as I am frantically trying to mash the right buttons all at once. Looks like GTR and Artsy have just skipped away a little bit here after the first lap. Artsy's hanging with him. GTR is quite obviously in no mood to hang around and race with the pack. He just wants to get out and clear out and clear out the whole race, not looking to muck around.
Two Dadson boys lying astern in 4th and 5th.
Can we see some teamwork going on here? CDXL looking quick. He's got Dadson, his team owner, potentially acting as a rear gunner for him to help fend off the likes of Blind Man and Boybagum. Boybagum's just dropped a spot since he started. I believe he started in P6.
Check the qualifying after.
Bit of action going on there with Plummer and Karen. So swinging little jabs at each other. Not sure if turn 1 is the place you guys want to go side by side and try and battle. I mean, it's completely up to you. Not my choice.
Each to their own. Oh no!
Someone's had a moment.
We have Hodes gone around. I noticed a car backwards, and unfortunately it was one of the Hooncourt boys.
Having some difficulty locating him.
Getting down in 14th now.
Oh dear. Radio.
Hopefully he'll be thinking in the back of his head that it's only early stages, there's still a long race to go. At this track, anything can happen. GTR comfortably got a 2-second gap ahead of M3 Motorsports driver Artsy.
He's setting down some absolutely rapid laps there with 122.2 and 122.6 compared to Artsy's 122.2, just slightly slower 123.2. And I say slightly slower where both of those laps are still a lot quicker than what I've been able to do. So slightly slower is relative, I guess.
Slow and steady wins the race, wasn't it? This isn't no tortoise and hare story.
No. It's drive fast, don't crash, win by
And
lots.
pray.
Don't run out of fuel.
GTR is just making a statement here. Almost up to 2.5 seconds ahead of Artsy now.
I'm noticing that the field is remarkably spread out so early on in the race. We're only 5 laps in. There's a lot of spread throughout the field.
The closest battle, I think, at the moment, there's 2 of them, is between Gurr and Bumcrack. Debrev and O'Shea is just over half a second.
Do you think we might be seeing some differences in strategies here, or do you think that this field spread might be more related to casting?
Could be a combination of both too, depending on how they've got it set up or what they've chosen or what they're setting their laps for. What the lap markers are, the pit markers.
If you could just have a quick scan through the field for me, just see what guys are like on their tyres and fuel, see if you think if anyone's attempting
quite a lot of fuel left, so does Gurr. Gurr and Karen are the two that have got the most fuel left over still at this point in time.
How's their rev counter looking when they're shifting? You think they're maybe short shifting? Going for a fuel save? Trying for a one stop?
Artie is short shifting a little. GTR's pretty much near revving it out.
So he's definitely going two stop. He's giving it the beans.
Beefy's giving it. Depending on what turn, I've noticed he's either short shifting or giving it, but he's certainly giving it a lot more than he's babying it.
Just got my eye on
Dadson
this.
looks like he's short shifting a little.
Just got this battle between Bumcrack and Gurr on stream at the moment. Quite a close little fight. A few tens in it. Just wondering if the plumber's looking to try and sit in the slipstream and save a bit of fuel, maybe jump him in the pits, or whether he's going to be looking to take him outright.
Interesting. All pretty much even on tyres except for
Well,
except for one.
on that note then, let's go into a tyre and fuel update.
Okay, up front, GTR. Fuel, just under half a tank. Obviously, the front left tyres are the ones that are going to cop a lot of abuse in this race.
Just
GTR's
front left, yep.
looking at about 40% on the front, maybe about 30 on the rear. Artsy, he's in big trouble on his front left. It is really worn down. He's probably only got about 25% left, if that. Fuel, just under half a tank. Heafy is looking good on tyres, probably about 35 to 40% worn on both front and rear on the left-hand side. So he's looking after his tyres really well.
He's also closed that gap to Artsy as well.
As I said, with Artsy's front left, his tyre he is struggling with that tyre. He would be. Dadson's tyres are a little bit better than Excel's. Excel up in fourth. He's got probably about a third of a tank of fuel left. Tyres are about 35-40% on the front. Roughly around a little bit less on the rear. Dadson's tyres, pretty much, as I said, pretty much the same as Excel, so they're looking after their tyres really well. He's got a lot more fuel than Excel at this stage. Lineman, his tyres are around about the 55-60% worn on the front. Still looking pretty good on fuel, got just under half a tank. Karen Unleashed, so far at the moment, best on fuel. He's got half a tank of fuel left. Front tyres are about 45, rear about 40%. So, as I mentioned that, we see
Blind man
entering
radio.
hitting.
So, how's Graham looking?
Gurr is looking really good on his tyres, about 40%. Front and rear, again, he's another one that's good on fuel, got half a tank of fuel left. So he's running really well. He could probably go another 8 or 9 laps, possibly. Or maybe not that much, but that's pushing it. Bum crack, about 50% on the front, 40 to 50% on the rear. Got just over a third of a tank of fuel, so he'll be in the coming laps as well, I dare say. As we look at O'Shea making a move up around the outside of Bumcrack into 9th. He's got about 50% worn front and rear, about a third of a tank of fuel. As I mentioned, bum crack now down to 10th. Hodes after his early spin managed to work himself back now up to 11th. Front and rear tyres at about 50%, and he's got just over a third of a tank of fuel. Gum tyres are pretty much the same as Hodes, a lot less fuel though. He's got pretty much just only a quarter of a tank. So he'll be in the next 3 or 4 laps at most. I'm not looking any longer than that for Gum as Artie enters the pits. He looks to be taking on a full load of fuel. Yeah, that's all of them.
Thank you very much for that. Am I hitting the right button is the biggest question. Hey, there we go. Thank you very much for that update, Renegade. How are we looking for action out on track?
GTR currently is built up over an 8-second gap now over Heafy. Closest on-track battle I can see at the moment is actually between Gurr and O'Shea at just under 0.3 of a second. Battle for 7th spot.
I noticed a couple of the drivers pitting at the end of lap 9, which that seems a little bit early for my thinking, because as we saw in the strategy, with a 31 lap race, you'd preferably like to break it down to 2 stints of 10 laps and an 11 lap stint. Whereas if you do a 9 lap stint, you're forcing
doing a 9, 10 and 11.
Well, no, a 9, 11, 11 to make 31 laps. Or even...
we have pit action.
Oh, hello. Who have we got now?
Geesh has been in the pits.
GTR.
Or GTR, I meant, sorry.
Geesh.
Wrong driver. Whoops.
Yep, Geesh no longer with us.
Geesh.
You better be
sorry,
watching,
my friend. As he comes back out in front of Blind Man. Big J's in the pits, O'Shea's in the pits.
I've just received...
Cracker's in the pits.
Just relieved some belated instructions to increase my mic volume a little bit, so I have tweaked that a little bit. If you guys in the YouTube chat could just let me know if that has been successful, that would be much appreciated.
As that now inherits Heafy now up into first place. With an on-debut Division 2 drive from Excel in 2nd spot. He's really holding his own as he enters the pits now. Heafy and Excel both entering pits. Dadson in the pits, Karen in the pits. Where does that put Gurr? Coming around the pit straight. Hode's now up to 2nd.
Body. Thank you very much, everyone in the YouTube chat, for letting me know my audio tweaks have been sufficient.
I don't believe Hodes or Gurr have pitted yet, have they? I think they're the only two that haven't ventured down pit lane.
I would take a quick look at their telemetry if I were you. That would tell you very, very quickly.
Yes, they're the only two.
So, Gurr and Hodes have yet to pit. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So they're running P1, P2 at the moment. We're on lap 13. Could we be seeing a one-stop from them? How's their fuel situation? How's their fuel and tyres looking to do another, 4 laps?
Closest one that could do even remotely, I reckon, who has the most fuel to do it, is actually Gurr. Gurr's still got just over a quarter of a tank, and Hodes has got half as much.
So Hodes is not likely to be looking for...
Hodes is entering pits now.
Right, so Hodes is definitely not doing the one-stop.
We could be potentially seeing Gurr on a one-stop strategy here.
I like it.
He's got the fuel to do it. And his eyes are
what?
getting worn, but he's still pretty consistent. Closing rapidly though. 2.8, 2.7.
Well, to be fair, it's GTR on a mission,
And-
on fresh tyres.
I was
Did,
just about to say that.
Did GTR look like he filled the car to capacity, or do you think he just took enough?
Well, he's only used about a quarter of a tank, so quite possibly. I mean, when did he pit? Doesn't really say.
Have a quick squiz at his lap times.
End of lap 12, I believe he pit.
Okay, that makes sense. Lap 11, lap 12.
Or lap 11, yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, lap 11 he did it. Lap 10, sorry, he might have done the pit stop. There's a 154 lap time against his name on lap 10.
Here we go. Here's a man who'll be cheering. Karen, currently sitting in P4. Do you remember where he started on the grid tonight? Was that somewhere around P10, I believe?
1 second, let me just refer to my notes on that. 1 second.
The field is definitely quite spread out. Although there's a close little battle pack forming here in P7, P8, P9 in regards to Artsy, Dadson and Hodes. I can't remember if they're running a very similar strategy or not.
Karen Unleashed, believe it or not, sitting in 4th place at the moment. Started all the way back down in 11th. A remarkable drive from Karen. Now starting lap 15, still yet to venture down the pits. Definitely on a one-stop.
Oh, GDR has taken over the lead, and he's not mucking about. He's very rapidly put a 3.5 seconds on Gur, who's now got Blind Man firmly on his rear bumper. Now I'm not sure how much or how defensive Gur is going to get, because he knows he's on a very different strategy. Doesn't mean he has to get out of the way. He is entitled to his track position. I mean,
As a lap driver, yeah,
he's certainly not going to do himself any harm by holding this position, but I think Blind Man is going to want to get past him as quickly as he can as they go side by side through Sheen. And Blind Man just
makes the pass
very smoothly around the outside at Sterling's. Yes, I have the corner names.
I'm glad you do, because I don't remember a single one of them.
I know 3 of them off the top of my head. The rest of them I do have to refer to a track map. I'm not going to lie. I am thankful for the next race. I will have the benefit of Ghost, who knows this place like the back of his hand, and is probably sitting. I can see him just staring daggers at me at the moment from the other side of the comms box. That's okay. I will learn. I will get there. How else are we looking on track there, Renegade? Anyone having a bit of a ring-a-ding battle, or is it all fairly spread out?
Dadson coming up to the back of Artsy for position 7.
I've just noticed that
Just over half a second.
Karen's currently making up time on Gurr. It's 1.6 at the moment. Keep an eye on that. So we switch back down to the Dadson Artsy chase.
Oh, we have Dobrev running all by himself, all the way down the back, unfortunately.
Oh, here we go.
There.
Oh, it's gotten a bit spicy here at the moment. What's happened there? Is that Excel? What's going on there?
Whereabouts?
That was Excel. I am going to attempt an in-game replay.
It's all the way down in 9th. What happened there? What happened there? I missed that one. Who?
Oh, he's had a moment.
Lost it
Ooh.
himself.
Yeah, looks like he's had a moment at Sheen and just had dirty tyres, gone off track again. Probably not the best track rejoin, but that's okay.
Gurr finally enters the pits. Lap or so ago, I'm just looking at the stream. He's definitely on a one stop for this race.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for the lack of expertise in the replays. I'm slowly getting the knack of it.
GTR with a very commanding lead over Karen Unleashed in 2nd spot, doing very well, up from 11th on the grid.
Just reading in the YouTube chat, Midpack Hack is deciding to list all of the corner names for me. It's okay, I do have a track map. But thank you very much. Do appreciate the input. Alright, so that's not going well.
Dadson and Artsy for battle for 4th spot, going into turn 1.
Who's that hanging off the back? That's your man, Hodes. Just
Hodesy.
yeah, he's not that far behind either. If Artsy and
Come up a long
Dadson,
way.
if Artsy and Dadson want to make a battle of this, Hodes will be there to pick up the pieces.
We all know Hodes does have some, does have a bit of pace behind the wheel of that BMW.
He's certainly no slouch himself, that's for sure. And we know that. Oh, that has.
Artsy has lost it.
I was just about to say, we all know how badly brands can bite, and it has bitten Artsy very badly. Let's see if I can get a replay of that.
Now promotes Hodes up to 5th.
Oh, he's just put a wheel onto the grass, and that is all she wrote, unfortunately. At least that's given me some practice in getting replays. I will get this. I am determined to get this right. Who is that brought in? So that's put him back in right in the middle of CPJ, and just he's a few seconds behind Boy Bagoom, but he's now got CPJ right on his backside, and Blind Man is also there to join the party. So how we do it up the front? Yep, GDR has skipped out to the tune of 12 and a bit seconds. Absolute man on a mission.
Just in a race on his own.
And quite the surprise here, I'm not going to lie. Karen in P2. He was in chat earlier this evening. He was determined. He was adamant that he needed a solid result here tonight, and currently sitting P2 behind GTR, that is a fairly solid result. Not gonna lie. Now hopefully the commentator's curse doesn't kick in and he can continue the solid form he's been showing tonight. But he is going to have to deal with a determined Heafy who's a mere 2 seconds behind him at this point. So that's a gap that's definitely worth keeping an eye on.
And remembering that Karen also started 11th on the grid.
Oof. Making up 9 spots. As we're on lap 20, so we are getting into the territory for the second pit stop. Speaking of pit stops, Gur, do you happen to know what lap he ended up pitting on?
Oh, just have a look at his lap times. Looks like at lap 16. He's got
Okay.
a 2-minute
Right, so
lap time registered against his name there.
he's definitely on the 2-stop strategy.
1 stop, you mean?
Sorry, definitely on the 1-stop strategy, and he's gone the longest stint first. So that's going to do him some favours in the second half of the race. Just that 1 lap less can make a big difference in terms of how much fuel you've got and how hard you can push. The rest of the field is fairly spread out. Give a bit of TV time to Hodes. Oop, as he comes into the pits.
Looks like he'll be doing an 11-lap dash to the finish.
Excel goes around again. Big J goes around again. As does Boy Bagoom. Blind Man.
Goes around. He recently pitted.
Bum Cracks in the pits. Artsy's in the pits.
About
CP's in
4
the
laps
pits.
ago.
Gur's coming around onto... Oh, it's... I don't want to have to check the map. It's Brabham Straight. Yes! Yes, that is correct.
I just call it the main straight. Pit straight.
If you saw the dirty looks I'm getting from Ghost in the back corner of the comms box at the moment. I'm trying.
At least one of us is get them right.
I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best I can. So GDR is in the pits. He's got 3% fuel left. Just going to keep an eye on this fuel stop. I want to see how much he puts in. I'm curious as to whether he goes to a full tank or not.
Just watching the battle between Gur and Hodes.
Karen will be cheering right now. He's in P1. It's a rather slow refuel time with 4 litres per second fuel rate, so saving fuel can help you out a bit. GDR's filled to just under a full tank. He's got enough to go to the end, and fair to say it's going to be very rapid. Currently holds the fastest lap of the race with a 1:22.374, which
Boy
is
Become, Heafy and Big J all in the pits. Or
which is
Heafy exiting the
not
pits
that far
now.
off the qualifying time. How's Karen looking for fuel? There's an ironic question.
Oh, he is probably got about an 1/8 of a tank. So he'll only get another. Oh, he's got that little red fuel light flashing, so he'll be in the next lap or two. Only looking at having to do about 9 or 10 laps on a fresh set of tyres if he changes, which he'll be silly not to change. Here we go, in the pits now goes Karen. Just under a 9-second lead ahead of Dadson. Dadson entering the pits. Excel entering the pits. And GTR reassuming the race lead. Blind GT into second. Karen Unleashed coming out of the pits in third.
Sorry, I just realised I had accidentally muted my microphone there. My bad. Sorry about the silence. So GDR back into the lead of the race, quite comfortably to the tune of 5 seconds over Blind Man. Has Blind Man done his final stop?
Sorry, we just had someone knocking on the door.
Sorry, has Blind Man pitted for his final stop? Never mind, moving on.
Hello? Oh no, my headset's gone.
Alright, we've just had some comms issues here in the box at the moment. Bit of a technical failure, but that's so fine. Okay, you're just stuck with me solo for a little bit now. So Karen, currently sitting P3, he's 1.7 seconds behind Blind Man. I'm pretty sure everybody's done their final stop, so it's going to be a full-on battle here for the finish. Keep an eye on that gap. Just going to take a look down the rest of the field. Some fairly sizable gaps back to Heafy. A few seconds back to Dadson in P5. Quite a credible effort from the prospector tonight. He's shown that he can more than hold his own in the higher divs. If he keeps bringing back results like this, I'm pretty sure we'll see him back in the Division 1 category sooner rather than later. Not sure how happy he'll be about that, but if I were here, might be fairly stoked. The one-stopper, Gurr, is currently in P6. He's got a very rapidly closing XL behind him, just down to 1 second now. Might keep the camera here for a moment because it looks like there might be an overtake on in the very near future. Just double checking here in the comms box, have we managed to fix our slight technical issue?
Yeah, I'm back on now.
Just had an issue with the headset.
Excellent,
Just all of a sudden I
excellent,
just
that's
lost
all
all
good.
sound.
That's fine, that's fine. We are back live, it is all good. So I've just been keeping an eye here on this XL Dadson battle. It's hovering
Yes,
at about that 1 second mark at this point, sort of varying up and down. Sorry.
Oh, you mean Gurr and Dadson?
Yes.
Or
No.
Gurr and XL?
Hang on, we'll get it right eventually. Excel
Gurr
and
and
Gurr.
XL.
Yes, yes, there we go. Third time's a charm. Ah. Get all these mistakes out of the way. First time I do this, that'll be great.
Oh, you're not the only one.
That's fine, it's fine. Yeah, that is the closest battle we... Oh, no, I tell a lie. Closest battle we have on track at the moment is Boy Bagum and Big J in P8, P9. There is only a couple of tenths between the two of them. And if they muck around, they've only got a couple of tenths to beat Big J behind them. So I don't think they want to get too cute.
Big J is really catching up to Boy Bagum.
Just behind those three, there's only 1.4 seconds to Hodes.
5 laps to go.
It's certainly doable. Alright, how's that XL Gurr gap? Oh, that's... I've got a feeling
2.5 seconds now.
Yeah, I've got the feeling Excel's just going to pull away from Gurr. He's got the fresher tyres, being on the two-stop strategy. But Gurr's certainly doing well, sitting P6, running the one-stop. That's no mean feat.
neither is the effort from Excel. Like, I still can't get over that. It's his debut season here. He's holding his own
Well,
against.
hang on, we've got
regular Division
blind
2
man
drivers.
closing in very rapidly on Gurr.
Blind man is on relatively new tyres as well,
Coming up
as
to Clark,
opposed to
thinks about it,
Gurr's
backs out of it.
half-worn tyres.
Will he get him down,
Here we
grab
go.
him straight? He's got the inside line, going into Paddock Hill. This looks like, yep, very easy, gets it done, goes on through,
Nice
takes
move.
P6. Gurr not offering too much of a fight there. When you're on alternate strategies like that, there's not a lot you can do. You've just got to grit your teeth and accept it, unfortunately.
It's the risk you take.
So how's Boybagum, Big J? Boybagum's managed to extend out the lead a couple of tenths. But Big J's certainly not going away.
O'Shea getting close to Artsy, around just under a second. Just over half a second behind Artsy. O'Shea on slightly better tyres, which would explain
This is a great little battle for 8th, 9th and 10th. And it's even 11th is joining in for the party. I don't really want to take the camera off this one. I'm keen to see how this develops. Can you just take a look around the field for me and see if there's any other guys close to one another?
we'll be having Karen catching up to the tail end of Debrev's car in the next lap or two at this rate. Heafy's gone around.
Oh, that's not going well.
Oh, and Excel's coming up really quick. Could we see? And Excel goes by for fourth spot.
See if I can get that on a replay.
Blind man slowly catching up to Heafy as well. Could possibly get fifth. There is a massive battle, four-car battle for seventh spot. Consisting of Gurr, Boybagum, Big J on Hodes going up the inside of
Oh,
Big
there
J
we go.
and pulling the move.
It's a house party now, all four drivers.
Hodes going for another move now up the inside of Boybagum. Two quick moves from Hodes, and I dare say he'll make quick work of Gurr, given the better tyre condition and from the alternate strategy.
Oh, this could be getting very bad for Gurr right now. He's looking to lose potentially another 4 spots. 2 laps to go. Got a little bit over 2 laps to go. Oh, that's not going well at all.
That is, who was that went off? I think that was Big J,
Let's have a look at the replay there.
or it might have been Boybagum.
Just coming through Sheen. Hode's got a little bit sideways, checked up Boibagum, I believe.
Back up the front as GTR rounds the last corner to start the final lap of the race.
He might be starting the final lap, but all the action is here in, well, lower down in the field with like 8th, 9th and 10th. They're all fighting for sheep stations at the moment. Artsy's made his way past Boibagum. He's got CPJ not that far behind him, just ahead of that little spicy battle pack. Got Big J, Hodes, try to make their way past Gurr. Gurr is going ultra defensive. He knows he's got one more lap to go. Just needs to try and hold on to as many positions as he can. He is going to lose out to Hodes here, going into turn 1. But he's holding his own position on the track. He's determined to say to the guys, look, you're more than welcome to go around me, but you're doing it the hard way. Certainly going to make him work for it.
GTR comes around the
Oh,
final
someone's
corner.
gone! Someone's gone! I think that's Gurr. Oh, Gurr's had a moment. As GTR crosses the line.
Fine.
11 seconds
shy of-
clear. Ooh, that's
a statement.
very, very dominant display.
Karen
But he-
unleashed.
Yep, Karen's going to be a very happy camper tonight. There will be a can getting cracked open. Dadson coming across the line in P3. There's another happy camper in the pits tonight.
I can vouch for that. There will be happy smiles on the face of Dadson.
Excel.
I've been
Coming
in
down.
party chat with him a few times, and he
Excel coming in for P4. Blind Man across the line for P5. Heafy cross for P6. Hodes P7.
good drive from the Hooncourt boys.
Artsy P8. Boibagum P9. CP P10. And I'm running out of Big J P11. Gurr bringing it home on the one-stop strategy in P12. And that's all she wrote.
Well done, boys. Well done, boys. Well done, GTR. Well done, Karen Unleashed. Well done, Dadson.
And we will just check over those race results. If I can find the right button. There we go. So on his first drive for the season, GTR comes out and very dominantly takes out tonight's race with fastest lap of a 1:22.374. Karen Unleash, he'll be very stoked with that P2. Dadson, the prospector, P3, rounding out the podium tonight. In a fill-in drive, which, who knows, that may turn into a permanent position. Excel in P4. Blind Man, P5. Heafy, P6. Hodes, after a little bit of a scare early on, brings it home in P7. Artsy had if my memory serves correctly, had a bit of a moment early on the race and has managed to recover quite well to finish in P8. Boibagum may not have done as well as you'd hoped, but still fairly solid. P9, CPJ P10, Big J P11. Gurr on the one-stop strategy may not have worked out as well as he would have liked, but still solid. P12, Mr. Bumcrack P13, and filling in tonight, so still hold your head high there, mate. Filling in this category is no small achievement. You've done great. Debrev P14.
Well done, everyone. Good drive to Brev.
All right, driver of the day nominations. Throw them in the chat. We've already got a couple of nominations in the chat.
Who are you thinking of?
Well, we've got a nomination for Dadson, driver of the day. Another one for Excel. Karen, driver of the day. Not quite sure who Mid-Pack Hack is going for. He's mentioned 2 drivers there. Excel for driver of the day. Another nomination for Karen's driver of the day. Driver of the day Karen. Driver of the day for Gur. I'm not even going to mention that one. Driver of the day Karen. Driver of the day Excel. You know what? I really don't want to say it, but I'm going to put my driver of the day nomination in for Karen. That was a solid effort. Starting, what was it, P11 on the
11.
grid? Starting
That's-
P11, finishing P2. Brilliant
I mean,
drive.
for me, it was. I personally feel it was a toss up between 3. Obviously, Karen, Dadson, and Excel.
You can only
but-
pick one.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, it's a toss up between those 3. But if I had to pick one, I would have to go with Karen as well. Like, starting 11th, like that was a remarkable drive. Like, they're not slow laps either. And when you've got GTR, like that's making a statement. So for me, yeah, like I would have to say Karen would get my driver of the day as well. Karen Unleashed.
There you have it. I do believe Karen has picked up the driver of the day nomination. Fantastic effort there, man. Picks up the P2 and the DOTD.
Well done, mate. Congratulations. Well earned.
Well, thank you very much for your RD duties tonight, Renegade. I'm
Much obliged.
I'm about to sign this off to a short intermission so that I can take a break and get my brain back together. And we shall be back very shortly, ladies and gentlemen, for the Division 1 race. So please stay tuned. And we are back. Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, back to Brands Hatch for the Division 1 race this evening. Here with me in the comms box, lending his golden voice to the microphone, is the one, the only Ghost. Are you with us, Ghost?
Oh, of course I'm with you. Looking forward to this one. APR Automotive Div 1. It's going to be an absolute ripsaw around a real amphitheatre that is Brands Hatch. Fantastic track, this one. An absolute beauty. As everyone knows, my absolute personal favourite. Just a tick under 4Ks, 9 turns, some of the most famous turns in world motorsport. And the weather, just looking outside there at the moment, out of the cons box, it's not too bad. It's actually not raining.
It's a scorching day here in sunny old England. It is a blistering 25 degrees Celsius. All the fans are out there in singlet and shorts. I'm
That's
wearing
true,
a hoodie and jeans here in the comms box. It's kind of chilly.
So there is our track map at the moment. And as you were saying, yeah, just a tick under 4Ks. Tyre wear 3 times, 5 times fuel wear, 4 times fuel refuel rate, which is really interesting as well, that one. That'll make pit stops just that little bit longer as well. So we'll keep an eye on that during the race. And the word around the paddock from some of these drivers is the 2-stop is very much the quicker option, but I have heard rumours of a couple of drivers maybe going to try the 1-stop.
We have
which I
seen.
think is pretty bold.
We did see the 1-stop from Gurr in the Div 2 race. May not have worked out as well as he'd hoped for, but maybe some of these Div 1 drivers can pull it off.
Certainly, as we've got our championship standings at the moment, it is Young Wakey leading the way on 31 points. It is the GOAT, the 3rd youngest member of Sector 1 in 2nd. Foss in 3rd. 4th is Ricky Bobby, old Shake and Bake, with 24 points. Black Friday, great position there in 5th position. Tim Durags in 6th. Banana Man in 7th. Niff in 8th. John, old mate, the champ, in 9th. Lenocious there in 10th. Old Wakey, so the old man in Div 1 as well, which is great, in 11th. Levenspiel in 12th. And 13th and 14th is Evil, Evo and Stickers. Now, that's on the bubble, so probably need a big race today. Stickers has been quite quick, though, in practice, so we'll keep an eye on that, and hopefully he can make his up way through the field and stay in Div 1. And, of course, big thank you to APR Automotive, who do sponsor Div 1. Go see the guys at APR, and I'm telling them go sent you. I'm not sure they'll look after you.
Rightio, what do you say we get qualifying underway?
I reckon we press the big magic button of excellence, and let's do this. Hopefully everyone's ticked in. I did tell them before to tick in. I didn't read the riot act, but I was close.
It's good to see you. Sometimes you've just got to establish your authority with these guys.
Establish dominance.
Yes, yes. These Div 1 guys, they think just because they're quick, they can walk all over you. No. None of that here.
So it's a little overcast at the moment at Brands Hatch. But that's okay, you know. A little bit of cloud cover is actually good for tyre wear and actually good for the track temp as well. So you don't want it too high. But we are looking out on track at the moment. We've got Black Friday who's got out first. That's key, really important. Track space is an absolute premium around this joint. In that beautiful red Mist Racing BMW. It looks fantastic out on track at the moment. Next behind him is Lenocious in the APR Motorsport entry. Of course, echoing the classic Castrol entries of back in the day with these stupid pink wheels.
Hey, you leave those coloured wheels alone, mate.
Next, it is the man in the best livery on the grid with best team. It is Blacklight. And it is Niff. Looking forward to see him go around in that gorgeous tyre power lawn system entry. Go see the good dog, the tyre power lawn system. Tell him I sent you.
Hashtag no bias.
Next it is the BBR twins of Goaty and Foss, line astern. We might actually jump on board with Goaty. And let's go around a lap around this fantastic circuit. Now heading down into Paddock Hill. Want to break it nice and late, just where that green apron is, and then run it really wide. Use the whole curb. Now up towards Druids, right at the bridge. That's your braking marker. Get the nose in. Back to first gear maybe. Really important to get a good exit. Little taily there on the exit from Goaty. Now to Graham Hill. Tricky corner this one. It's really deceiving. Run it out nice and wide. Use the green apron again. Now to the most important corner of the track, Surtees. Corstane darts at John Surtees, famous motorcycle racer. Get the nose in and then punch it out. Now we head down Pilgrim's Drop. This is the only part of the track where you really do get yourself to take a breath. Now into the most fearsome corner on the track, the brilliant Hawthorn. Nose in, Corstane darts to Mike Hawthorn, Ferrari, British Ferrari Formula 1 driver. Now to Westfield, cut across, run it out wide again. Watch that sand, it'll spin you around quicker than a spinning top. Through Dingledale, now to the best corner of the track, Sheen. Attack the curb, don't run it too wide, watch the grass. Now to Sterling's. Again, really important to get your turn in, absolutely spot on. And then through here into Clearways and into Clark. Get the nose in and then run it out wide. Try and minimise the steering input. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you go around Brands Hatch. And we've got some tyres coming in. Lenotius to the top, but the Goaty goes straight to the top with a 21.9. That was a magnificent lap from Goaty. BSR straight to the top of the timesheets. Old mate John, though, for Lightning Motorsport, they're in second position. The champ is doing wonderful things at the moment in that absolutely gorgeous Lightning Motorsport entry. Niff for Blacklight in fourth, great lap. So Foss must have had a few issues there because Foss is down in 12th position at the moment. So I don't think he's sort of set an indicative lap yet. So he's done a little bit of a different strategy. Back towards the front, old Wakey. So, the old man is beating the young fella. Oh, that'll be an interesting conversation on Sunday night across the table. Great job from old Wakey. They're currently in 5th position for Black Rose. And it is a Banana Man for a butter knife. He's actually got a yellow car as well. I wonder if that was deliberate. Probably was.
I'm thinking that would definitely be a deliberate thing, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I agree. He's actually up on his time at the moment, so he's 0.121 up on his time, which is a great... It's always good. So we're expecting these drivers maybe to do one more lap, then they'll come in again, get a fresh set of boots. As Lenotius now goes to the top of the timesheets with a 121.9 as well. So he said he's happy with his pace, but clearly there was a bit of bags, if you know what I mean. Ricky Bobby now in the 5th. Shaker Bakes just warming up. We know Ricky Bobby, maybe not the best qualifier, but a fantastic race car driver. He really knows how to race. Foss now into 4th in that beautiful BSR Box of Beauty entry. Of course, evoking Miami Vice vibes. I think you need a little bit of Broken Wings playing when this thing's on screen. Oh, he's 0.3 up on his lap at the moment. Foss is flying. Ooh, that is wide. I don't think that's the optimal line there, Foss. But I actually don't think he cares.
He's lost the 10th there, but he's still 2/10 up.
That little cut across the grass, it's so easy to just, basically, oh, he's up 0.3 again. This is going to be very close to a 121.9.
He's going to be knocking on the door of pole position with this lap if he keeps it up.
Now through Dingledale, up towards Sheen. Super important to get this turning spot on. Take a little bit of curve. Runs it out on the grass again. Niff now in the 3rd position. Great lap from Niff in the Blacklight entry. Tinder Rags at 22.5 in the 7th position. A couple of drivers have come in. Oh, Foss has come in. Oh, okay.
It's been a mission
like
abort for Foss. He reckons he can go quicker if he gets some fresh rubber on. So he's taken the opportunity while he can.
Look at the gaps. Unbelievable. The technical term is sweet bugger all. Goat though, purple. Goat is purple. Really important into Surtees now. Get the nose in. Really important to get nice drive out of here. Exit is everything at Brands Hatch. What can the third youngest member in Sector 1 do? Still
Yeah.
purple.
Getting a good exit is primary. Staying on the black stuff is secondary.
Yes, exactly. It's optional.
Or
Lovely through Westfield. That was gorgeous.
it's certainly ideal because I can speak from a lot of experience that if you don't stay on the black stuff, things end up facing the wrong direction very, very quickly.
They certainly do, but Goat's point 2 up now, purple. Goaty is absolutely flying here. When this guy gets his head down, he is a seriously quick operator. This is going straight to the top of the timesheets. Bang! 21.853. Goaty just puts everyone else on notice.
Young Goaty, not here to procreate with arachnids.
Not here to put shoes on caterpillars. I'll tell you what, really good qualifying performance here from John at the moment.
Yeah, sitting in P4 at the moment. That's very credible.
Of course, had a bit of a round to forget last round, so I know he's really keen to put that to bed and get a nice solid points haul.
And young Wakey has gotten the better of the old man. Young Wakey currently sitting in P5 with a 122.14. He's down on that time at the moment, but he will get another crack at it.
2 minutes to go. We'll quickly run through our runners. So it's Goaty from Lenosius, Niff in third, John, Wacky, Voss, Ricky Bobby, Tim DeRags, Stickers McQueen, Banana Man, Levinsfield, Old Wakey, Evil Evo, and Black Friday currently are your runners out on track at the moment. So everyone now just winding up, ready to absolutely unleash it. Big surprise at the moment for me is Voss, currently in 6th position.
Goaty just does a 121.7.
Goaty,
Oof.
huge lap. There is nothing in it though between Lenosius, Niff and John. These laps are going to be absolutely perfect if they want to move up. As Voss now moves into the 3rd position.
The BSR boys clearly having put in the practice. Did hear some stories around the pit garage this weekend. Voss has been feeling a little bit under the weather. He has not been well, but despite that he's managed to pick himself up and he's currently purple through the 1st sector, as I believe that is Black Friday facing the...
Can't park there, mate.
Facing the wrong direction at corner name escapes me, but he's done well to join back on the track once it's clear.
Voss now currently in 3rd. He did lose a little bit of time there through surgeries. He's losing more time at the moment. Now with 9:44 remaining, he may not get another lap, so he's going to have to absolutely nail Sector 3 here. He wants to put it on pole. Oh wow, with that Stickers or John, can't park there either. So, he's got a car in front of him, Voss, that might...
That is Stickers currently parked on the inside, but going back to Voss, he's on a final lap. Oh, John into P3.
Great lap from John.
But Voss might just knock him off here. He's on an absolute flyer of a lap.
Having a look.
P2.
Goes 2nd. BSR 1-2. They've done it again.
Oh, look out though. Lenosis is on his final lap though. He's just gone through the 1st sector. He's 1/10 up on his best time.
Keep an eye on Lenosis. Could he spoil the party? Might jump on board with him. The APR Motorsport BMW. Through Westfield. Down through Dingle. Can he get Sheen spot on? Oh, yes, yes. This is looking really good. He's 0.2 up. Lenosius has uncorked the APR Motorsport BMW.
That was slightly terrifying, not gonna lie.
Now through the final turn. He's just got to get a really good exit. Can Lenosius spoil the party? He
Bang!
goes! He goes!
Oh!
Clutch! Oh, what a lap! A 21.6, that is ridiculous! Lenosius has pulled it from nowhere.
Oh, that is disgusting, and I am so excited for it. Hashtag no bias.
Unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh,
All right.
that is just ridiculous.
Let's have a look at those qualifying results, shall we? Whoa. Ghost, if you care to do the honours.
Recapping our qualifying results there. So it is Lenosia's taking it right at the end with a clutch and a half lap with a 1:21.6. Jody there in second, Boss in third, John with a fantastic qualifying performance in fourth, Niff there in fifth, Young Wakey there in sixth. Now Young Wakey is our championship leader, so keep an eye on that. Banana Man in seventh, Ricky Bobby there in eighth. So the APR Motorsport drivers are having a great day out. Tinder Rags there ninth, Levin Spiel in 10th, Stickers the Queen in 11th, Old Wakey there in 12th, Evil Evo there in 13th, and Black Friday in 14th. Wow, that was unbelievable. I've called some great qualifying laps in the past. That is one of the best from Lenosia's, and what a place to do it. Unreal. All right, everyone, take a breath. Grab a breath.
Yep, I've
Get ready.
I am just trying to take a breath there because I didn't want to show any bias towards my my teammates doing so well in qualifying, so I thought I would just handball that over to you. But I am ecstatic, and I'm also going to throw my phone across the other side of the comms box because it's going off for whatever reason. Whew! All right.
Wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, after that cracking qualifying session, I would love you all to throw in your predictions for the podium tonight. Doesn't have to be in any particular order, just the top three. I'd love to see your predictions, and, you know, $20 is $20, just saying.
Certainly. So 31 laps. Going to be really interesting. The start, as we know here at Brands Hatch, Paddock Hill's not too bad. It's Druids where all the trouble normally kicks off. So keep an eye on that. As always, we do hope everyone gets a clean start, but it is Brands Hatch and things happen.
Mm-hmm. All right, I am ready when you are, Mr. Race Director Ghost.
All right, let's get this bad boy underway.
I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely looking forward to this.
Yeah, I can't wait for this. Here we go. On the grid, Brands Hatch. We know it, we love it. Revs rising, tension rising, drivers engaged. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, clutches engaged. Racing! So everyone's got off the line very well now as they head down to Paddock Hill. Oh, look at that. Cody's trying to get a good start, but John, ever the opportunist, is going to try and fire down the inside. Cody's running a little wide. Paddock Hill, but he's got a nice drive. He's going to cover John. He's trying to. He's running too deep, Cody. Oh, he's got to hold on to this. Him and John are going to go side by side. Oh, Lenosia's has got on the grass a little bit. But Cody holds on. John in third. Foss there in fourth. He's got Niffer up on him. Young Wakey, Banana Man, and Ricky Bobby at the moment. So head up through Surtees now. Down. Great start though from Lenosia's. She's got Cody right in the gun. But look who's right behind him. Cody's in the gun sights. They flick it through Hawthorne for the first time. Cody is definitely not going to let Lenosia's go here. He's going to put a lot of pressure on.
Well, Foss has just had a little bit of a moment there in the background. He's managed to keep it straight.
Really important that they keep touch with each other here. Oh, again, Foss takes that really interesting line through. She loves taking a little bit of dirt.
There's a lot of grass there, not gonna lie.
Obviously he's collecting for something. If now in fifth. Great start from Myth, of course, on a controller. So with the new update as well, and with the physics update, we'll keep an eye on the tyre wear for these controller users. Alright, so Lap 2. Lenosha's still 0.4 to the goodies, just trying to extend that lead, but Cody now, he's just got the eye in. But a fantastic start by Div 1 here. Come to really, it's no surprise. These are the best of the best benchmark operators. Now, Stickers, I think, has had a moment because he's 6 seconds off the back of old Wakey there. So clearly something's gone amiss with Stickers. And old Wakey is right on the back of Levinsfield down in 12th and 13th. Great battles throughout the field at the moment. But back up the front, look at this train. Lenosha's, Goat, John, Foss, Niff, Young Wakey, Banana Man, Ricky Bobby. Oh,
That is, I reckon I can say it now. That is one hell of a train right there. That is a place that I would definitely be absolutely terrified to be in the middle of.
couldn't agree more, actually. Actually,
There-
I'm nervous if I'm Lenosha's.
I'm nervous and I'm not Lenosis. Like there's a lot of quick drivers in that top 6 are absolutely lightning quick operators, every single one of them. And you've only got to put like a toe out of line, and you've potentially lost 3 positions right now.
100%. Couldn't agree more. As we are riding here with Foss at the moment. He's currently in 4th. Just that previous lap, he did have a bit of a look there at John. Just showed the nose. The classic Craig Lowndes move. Then he get the Hawthorn. He's mighty through there. See? Speedo about 200k through there at the face of the apex of the corner. Oh, Sheen, that was a lovely run through Sheen. He's now got it. Oh, he thought about it.
He definitely had a thought. He definitely had a look there on John. He wanted it. Thought better of it. Knows it's a long race. It's only lap 3. Still plenty of time.
Now, of course, in Brands Hatch, the one thing we need to keep an eye on as well is the undercut. Oh, we've got a battle up the front. Cody's all over Lenosha's here. He had a big sniff, but Lenosha's kept that car right where it needs to be. He's invoking the motto down there at APR Motorsport, wide hips mode engaged. Oh, Cody's got a good run here. Huge run, he's going to fire it up the inside at Surtees. He gets that done, little bit of oversteer on the exit. That's a lovely move.
And the opportunist John is alongside Lenosis as well. He's here for the party.
They're going to go side by side down the Hawthorn. Hold your breath. Oh, John, he's going to try and hold it around the outside.
Oh, that's brave.
Oh, it's a little touch.
That's brave.
He's going to try the over and under here. No, don't do it.
Here comes Foss. Here comes Foss. Here comes Foss.
All right, settle down. Let's all just take a deep breath.
We're only 4 laps in and it's already on for young and old.
You always get nervous when they start to go side by side at a Hawthorn or Sheen. You're like, oh boy.
Oh. They've done well though to keep it on the black stuff.
I'll tell you what, I like Niffy. It's just, he's sitting there.
Lurking, if you will.
Yes.
So's young Wakey. He's also lurking. P6 at the moment. You definitely can't count him out just yet.
100%. Of course, our race winner from the last race, and our championship leader for Kraken Esports. Just see some of these cars with the attitude, the back end's just starting to step out a little bit. Banana Man in a nice solid 7th. Ricky Bobby in 8th. Tim Durags in 9th. Evil Evo in 10th. Doghouse. Black Friday in 11th, but has got a 0.5 penalty. Old Wakey there in 12th. So Old Wakey with that 0.5 penalty there to Black Friday should sail up to the back. Levinsfield in 13th and Stickers for Queen there in 14th. We'll have to do a debrief and find out what happened to Stickers on that first lap.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of him to be this far back this early. It certainly screams a bit of an off-track excursion, with that opening lap of his being a 1:40.8. It's definitely says something's gone horribly wrong there.
Tell you what, John is really giving Lenosis a thorough examination here.
Yeah, there's a bit of Morse code going on in that rear bumper.
Of course, it's going to be interesting to see who is actually fuel saving and who's... Okay, I'm on board with Foss at the moment, and he is not fuel saving.
He is using all of the RPMs.
Yeah, all the RPMs.
Right, so a one stop is probably off the cards for the BSR guys this round. They did execute the one stop strategy at Trial Mountain. Unfortunately, it did not work out as well as they had planned, with the young Wakey putting down some blistering times to overtake them in the dying laps on the two-stop strategy.
So now that Godey's got in front, he's actually starting to fuel save a little bit. Of course, people are, well, they're two-stopping. Why are they fuel saving? Anytime you can save in the pits, less fuel to put in, is time gained.
Definitely, especially with a 4 litres a second refuel rate, it makes that pit stop just that little bit longer. So if you can save 4% fuel, there's a second straight away.
Exactly.
So
we might actually run it through a bit of a tyre and fuel update.
Yes, we can
It is
do
lap
that.
7. So Godey leading the way with just over 3/4 of a tank. Tyre wear's not too bad actually. We've got Lenosius who's used exactly half a tank. So clearly he is not thinking about fuel. Obviously Prill's paying the bill, so he's on bugger it. Then we've got John who's clearly not worried about fuel. He's used under half a tank. Tyre wear is all very similar for all these drivers. Foss, just under half. Then we've got Hef, who again just under half as well. And then we've got young Wakey again, very similar fuels used to Nif as well. Then Banana Man, again very similar, just under half. Ricky Bobby's just got a touch more fuel there in Banana Man, so we'll keep an eye on that for a bit of maybe an undercut. Team Durags, just under half again. Evil Evo used a little bit more than Tim Durags there. And then we've got old mate Old Wakey, who again just under half. And Black Friday, who's got Levinsfield's giving him a bit of an inspection. And they've got exactly the same fuel. But what that's doing is allowing Stickers, who's used a little bit less fuel though, to close right up. So Stickers, he was about 6 seconds off the back, but he's put the head down. And now this is going to become a three-way fight for 12th position.
Thank you very much there, Ghost, for that tyre and fuel update.
Cody, 0.8 to the good. But this battle behind between Lenosius and John is raging on. Boss just starting to lose touch a little bit. Then Nif doing quite well, of course, on a controller. I just wanted to get... The tyre wear is still noticeable, but it's definitely a lot better than it was pre-update. And you can just see he's able to compete here and really have a red-hot crack at young Wakey's saying hello quite a lot, and he's just showing the nose here and there. Of course, Brands Hatch, very difficult to pass. Without our front runners, Cody is looking very strong here, very strong.
He almost looks like he's in a bit of cruise control mode.
Yeah, definitely.
Just maintaining that gap. Doesn't want to scoot out too far. Doesn't want to burn too much fuel. He looks like he's in the position he wants to be in, and he's willing to just hold it.
Definitely get the feeling that Lenosius and John are kind of waiting for each other to blink. So the talk is this will be the time they come in, lap 9. So maybe going for the 998 straight, or Master's never my strong point. I just used to come in with my tyres and yep, I've had enough. Well, Cody has got quite a significant margin. So Cody's going around, they're all going around again.
Oh, there's someone going into the pits. Who is that? That is
Foss. Foss is in.
Oh, he's blinked early. End of lap
He's
9.
gone. Yeah, this will be interesting. Watch this outlap. If he can get himself with no traffic, or keep an eye on his fuel rate and how much he puts in the tank. Because this will tell us a lot. He's full fueling, so he's taking his medicine. He's taking his medicine now. And he's come out in beautiful clear air. Well, Black Friday's had a moment. Black Friday's had a huge moment. Now, did he pit early? Or, let's have a look. Yes, he has. So he's come in as well. Alright, so Foss has pitted. Basically a full tank for a set of boots. Now, they are using all different tyres, but Bridgestone's on the BSR cars. These outlaps now for Foss have to be absolutely spot on if he wants to jump these cars. Back up the front, Goaty 1.4 to good now. Lenosius doing a fantastic job there in second. He's in.
John goes around again.
Oh, wow, this is very interesting. Lenosius, first set of Dunlops. E85 goes in. Just checking the rear of the car, just seeing if anything's wrong with it. No, looks good. Is he going to take his medicine as well? Beautifully presented Team APR Motorsport, and he's out. Where's Foss? It's going to be very close, very close. Oh, Lenosius gets out in front there at Paddock Hill. He's got cold tyres though. Is Foss going to go for a dive up the move? He puts the nose in. He runs it right around the inside. But Lenosius says, I don't think so, buddy. Yes, you have a reputation of being a seriously fast driver, but I am Lenosius and I don't care. Great defensive driving. So back up the front with Matt Goaty now. He's now 1.6 to the good.
Is he coming in?
He's
He
in.
is indeed.
He is. John's in. Niff's in. Young Wakey's in. Who's got the fuel save? Oh, look at Goaty. I'm sorry, that's just taking the PI 55.
Oh, that's a couple of seconds right there in the pits, if you don't mind.
He is in a very strong position.
So, the big question is, where is Lenosius? He's coming
Yep,
around, grab
jumping
him
off.
straight now.
Yep. Where does he pop out? Is he going to keep second? Oh, he's done magnificent. He's in second. Foss in third.
Has dropped a couple of seconds. Young Wakey's made a bit of a leapfrog. Jump Niff in the pits.
The big loser out of that was John. That's really hurt. He has run long in this first stint though, so hopefully the field will come back to him towards the end of the race. But he's lost a lot of time there.
Maybe used a bit too much fuel in that first stint. Couldn't save as much as he would have liked. Foss is just He's almost a bumper sticker on Lenosis at the moment.
Now, something to keep an eye on is Foss is exactly as you were saying, all over the back of Lenosis. Young Wakey is catching. And if Young Wakey gets involved in this, then it's going to be on.
Currently, fastest lap is being held by Lenosis with a 1:22.274, not a 3, 274, which is very, very rapid race pace.
Sorry, I just choked on my drink. Yeah, race pace, 22.2. No
Yeah.
worries, mate.
Yeah, race pace.
Alright, so we're on lap 13 at the moment. So now that everyone has stopped, we'll run through the field. It is Mountain Goat leading the way, Young Goaty, Lenosis in second. Third is Foss. Fourth is Young Wakey for Kraken Esports. He is the big winner out of the pit stops. Nif though is right behind him for Blacklight. John, the Book of John, currently in 6th position, but he is now known as the champ. Ricky Bobby in 7th, the second. Oh, Ricky Bobby through Hawthorn. Oh, huge moment. He held on to it. Hold on to it. Oh, just scrapes the wall. Oh, that was a huge moment at Hawthorn.
Oh, that's gotta be a replay. Let me hit that button.
Code Brown. How he held on to that. Oh, I thought he was going to absolutely fire it into the barrier.
Clean up in aisle 3, please. This comes in, gets a bit wide, bit of D1 drift action. Car snaps back on him. A little bit of a tap on the wall, but manages to regain it pretty well, all things considered. That could have ended very, very badly.
Black Friday in 11th, Evil Evo in 12th, Stickers McQueen there in 13th. He's got 11th to a Rob, so Stickers just slowly trying to chip away. He wasn't overly confident tonight, Stickers, but he knows he is all about the team points. He knows what he needs to do. If he does drop back down a division, he won't. I don't think it'll worry him too much. Go 4.7 to the good and just pops in a 22. It's a 22 flat, race lap.
Well done, Goaty. Wow.
Just
Yep. It's Lenosis still has the Foss bumper sticker attached. That gap has barely changed, sitting at around the 3/10 mark.
Let's look at the gap though between Foss and Young Wakey. That is coming down.
Oh yes, it is well under a second now.
And he is dragging Nif with him.
Yeah, Nif is quite keen to hang on to the back of Young Wakey here. Knows that he's just going to move up to the 2nd and 3rd positions in front of him, and that can make it a 4-car battle in the blink of an eye.
As Nif just pops in a purple first sector, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Nice and casual.
Of course, Blacklight. I'll be awaiting the return of the one and only Godzilla back up to the top division, and then it's going to be on. But Nif's doing an absolutely fantastic job at the moment. Now, is John catching Nif? We'll keep an eye on that gap.
What are we at the moment? 3.4 seconds. Alright, mental note made. Ooh. Little sideways moment there from Nif coming through Sheen, but manages to hold it.
Cody's out to 6.2. Oh, 21.6. That is just stupid.
Get out. Get out now. Far out. Oh my. That is ridiculous. He's well, if you're ever going to you know, mark your territory and establish dominance, that is exactly how you go about it.
Yep. I think that is just basically the rest of the field's like, you know what? Fight for second should be good.
Yeah, yeah.
Dare I say it, this is Brock-esque.
Oh, here we go.
And I'm talking about the 6-star champ, the team owner. He was known for doing this. And he's taking young Goaty under his wing. He's plugged him into Skynet. And at the moment, young Goaty is becoming young Cyborg.
Hang on, I'm riding on board with Niff at the moment, and just the gear changes in the car are just, it's a mechanical orchestra. It's beautiful to listen to.
Of course, these are powered by a V8. Straight cut gears. Of course, they did run around. They completed the Nürburgring 24-hour back in the day. A fantastic race car. A lot of fun, and as you can see, produces amazing racing as well. We'll just quickly do a bit of a fuel update. And it's Goaty leading the way. He's used around, oh, what's that? I don't know, half. 4/16ths, something like that.
4/16, that's a quarter.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's just over that then, so we'll go 6/16ths. There we go, that works.
So
Now,
3/8.
Yep. Now, Lenocious has got quite a significant more fuel. So that gap, while it is 7.7 at the moment, will come back towards Lenocious. But I think Goaty is clearly in a class of his own. Foss has just dropped off the back of Lenocious here, and young Wakey is absolutely on him.
What's the difference in fuel and tyres between Foss and young Wakey?
So Foss has definitely used more tyre. Fuel is pretty much exactly the same. But yeah, but of course, Foss was the early stopper. So he was the first to blink.
Aha, yes, that's right. The end of lap 9, if I recall correctly. And then there's your boy Niff, who's not that far behind the two of them either. How's he looking?
Niff's pretty good. Fuel use is about the same as young Wakey. Tyre use actually the same. A little bit less, but pretty good. Niff's doing a classic black line drive here. This is what the good doc used to do. This is what old mate Filthy used to do way back in the day. Not the quickest drivers, but boy, they could put a race together.
John's
Not
in a
what
little
I
bit
used-
of John's in a little bit of no man's land at the moment.
He is at the moment. It's not somewhere always tricky around brands when you got no one to race against. Well, I knew about that quite a lot. Couldn't help myself, sorry.
How's he looking for fuel and tyres though?
Fuel and tyres are pretty worn. Fuel probably about 1/8 off half, so he's looking okay.
I love Imperial measurements, they're so much fun. Tinder Ags, how's he looking?
So Tinderags is under a quarter of a tank, so he's clearly decided, you know what, I've got shares in BP, let's just go for it. Banana Man is got actually quite a bit of fuel over Tinderag, so again, might see a jump in the pits there. Ricky Bobby, after his Code Brown moment at Hawthorn, he's got more fuel than both of them, so he might be able to come back a little bit. Old Wakey, around the same fuel there as Ricky Bobby. Tyres are looking a little second hand. Evil Evo, more fuel than everyone I've just said in front.
Oh, hello, sorry to interrupt. I've just noticed young Wakey has made his way up to P3.
He has, good move, young Wakey.
Sorry to
He's
cut that
decided-
fuel and tyre update early.
No problem. Change of position is always important. And then stickers, yep, under quarter. 11 spiel and Black Friday around similar fuel use.
So young Wakey has clearly decided it's time to put the hammer down. He's not here to muck about.
Very much so. I'll tell you what, Foster's in a bit of trouble here. Oh, he's gone way deep there at Druids. That is not the optimal line.
He's had to bring it back and be defensive.
As now the sun is just starting to set. Oh, what a set at moment. That is such a good shot.
Clean up in Isle Ghost. Clean up in Isle Ghost.
Now, John is catching Niff and Foss here.
He is
Foss
definitely. That gap was, what was it before? 2.8 seconds? Now down to 1.5?
Because Foss has got Bridgestone issues. And it seems like the Toyo tyres just a bit, whoa, I was about to say a bit better on tyre life as Niff decides, you know what? I got too much rear end grip, so let's get rid of some.
Let's see if we can catch that on our replay. Let's see how good I am at this. The answer is probably not very.
Foss is in, Foss is in. He's coming in for his final stop. 9 litres of fuel in the tank. Keep an eye on that as well. Now this is where John, Niff and young Wakey now have to put in heaters. I think Lenosius is okay. I think he's going to be able to cover that off. Tell you what, young Wakey's putting, this is a huge stint from young Wakey. This has been a stunning stint. Of course, the boss is the plumber. He'll be very happy with this from the Kraken East Waltz driver. The gap between John and Niff now, 1.4. Tim Durags, he's out on his own now at the moment. Sometimes it's a good place to be. Out your own, nothing around you. Just drive to a number. Foss popped out in 11th. Stickers is in. Black Friday's in. Cody's in. Our leader is in the pits. He's built that gap out to 10 seconds if you don't mind.
And he's in on the smell of an oily rag as well. He has absolutely nothing left in that tank.
E85 in.
Lenosis is in.
Cars.
Has 7% fuel. Wacky's in. Niff is in. Niff has got nothing in the tank. John inherits the lead of the race.
So John's going long again.
Right, so we'll give the champ a bit of look at me TV time out in P1. Rightio, Goaty's back out. That's enough TV time.
So John's going for the strat. He wants good tyres at the end of his stint. So he's taking his pain now. I like it. It's something different. I like it. Goaty now. As I said, see that gap was down 8.8, but now Goaty will do Goaty things. Young Cyborg. Get the head down. I know he's absolutely chomping at the bit for this championship. He wants it.
Lenosis is currently 1.4 seconds ahead of young Wakey. Just keep an eye on that gap. That may go up or down. I'm really, as an APR guy, I'm really hoping it goes up, but not going to hold my breath on that one.
I've seen young Wakey before if he gets a sniff. He will absolutely send it.
Oop, John's in the pits. Decided that now's the time to pull the trigger.
So we'll be interested to see where John pops out. Foss. Okay, Foss. So see that black stuff? That's the track.
Uh-oh. He had a bit of a moment, has he?
You decided he didn't like the grass on the exit of Sheen, so he decided to get rid of it.
Oh, it needed a bit of a mow, did it? It was a bit long?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Understandable. John's coming out of the pits now. He's going to duck in just in front of Niff.
In front of Niff? Wow, so Niff. So that's really well done there from John.
He's going to have cold tyres for the first lap in a bit though, so Niff might just be able to make him work. He's got tyres up to temperature already.
Just see, I was riding on board there with Niff, and they're a Taylor car, the M3. Of course, the new physics update was the big news in GT land. Some drivers think they're pretty good. To quote GTR, it's not after 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
They're
after 9
shite
o'clock.
house. Oh, is it? They're shit house.
Yeah, a Taylor car is a bit of an understatement, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it certainly divided the community. It's always interesting. when you
Niff
get
has
a
made that
physics
gap
change.
come down. It's down to half a second.
Oh, yes. So Niff now, can he put pressure on John, force a mistake from the jam? It's going to be difficult though, because John's got nice fresh rubber. Just got to get him up to temp. Back up the front with our leader. 8.4 to the good. I think he can put the key on the rack. I think young Cyborg's got this one in the bag. I think Lenocious, I was going to say he looks comfortable. And that gap's at 1.8 now. Can he hold on for this will be a magnificent second position after a tough round one.
Yes, he has managed to extend that lead by a couple of tenths over young Wakey. He's just got to hold it there for the next 7 laps.
Brands Hatch, it just, that's why I love it so much. It really does separate the good drivers from the great drivers. It's a track that absolutely punishes any error.
Seeing as I'm in charge and I can do this, I'm going to show just that little bit of APR bias and give Ricky Bobby in P7 a bit of TV time. He's managed to clean himself up after that Code Brown moment. He's got a sizable gap to Niff in front of him to the tune of 11.5 seconds, but he does have a fairly comfortable gap to Tinder Rags behind him at 1.8 seconds. He's been setting fairly consistent lap times as well, so he's, aside from that little bit of a moment, he's looking relatively comfortable here at Brands.
He has, he's drove pretty good. 7th position in his group though is nothing to sneeze at. Oh, Tinder Rags in the background. Wow.
Alright, let's see if we can catch that one on the replay. Come on, Carbon Boy, you can do the thing.
Press the buttons.
All of the buttons. Let's have a look. Up on the curb. Oh, that's a little bit of a tank slapper. That's definitely going to put a stain in your race suit.
I don't think I've pulled one out this race. Car control. Probably wouldn't do his rears any good though. Actually, he's going to have to get his eye in the mirror because a Banana Man is obviously taking a couple of bananas in the pit stop, and he is sailing up to the back. Oh look, a yellow and white car and a yellow and black car. Not confusing at all.
Mate, you should have been here for Trail Mountain last week where we had 4 green and black cars in the one race.
All the greens.
3 different teams. That was totally not confusing.
Teams should have clash liveries. You know when teams play each other in footy and they got a clash jumper? It should be the same thing with motor racing.
Oh, right, I have enough trouble with teams changing liveries each week as it is. Let's not go doing that.
Oh, whoa, what's going on? Cody's on, what has happened here?
Oh,
He's
hello.
had a huge moment.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, that has brought Lenosis and Wakey back into it. The two of them are going to be licking their lips right now. Oh,
What's
wow.
going on here? The race has gone off.
Oh dear.
Cody must have had an absolute huge moment.
The young cyborg has had a bit of a glitch in the Matrix.
Oh, wow. Oh, so clearly young Cyborg's got CrowdStrike as his operating system. And look at that, Lenosis is like, oh, we'll have a bit of this action.
I'm spewing I missed that, but he's clearly had a moment on the previous lap. Oh, well, lap 25, where he's done a 132, where he's been setting consistent 22s for the prior part of his stint. So he's yep, definitely had a bit of a... Oh dear.
I reckon it was at Hawthorne.
I'm thinking
Just 'cause
Sheen. I'm thinking Sheen.
No, because I picked him up at Sheen.
Ah, fair, fair.
So I reckon at Hawthorne or at Westfield, he's had a huge moment. Oh yes, there's telltale signs at Westfield. There's skid marks on the side of the track.
Oh, here we go. Wakey and Lenosis. Oh! Oh dear.
Lenosis, hold on to it. Oh,
Oh,
the next one's going to go up the inside now.
Oh! Wakey's gone! Wakey's gone! Oh my! Oh,
Wow.
this has gone off. Hang on. What button am I pushing? All of the
What the-
buttons. Let's
What
have a look at
hell
that.
is going on?
Let's have a look at that Lenosis moment again. He's gone a little bit wide. Let's let Wakey come up side by side. Bit of dirt on the tyres.
Oh, lucky the cars.
Oh,
goes
and then
because-
Wakey's gone into that left-hander and has absolutely pile drived that inner wall. That has not gone well for young Wakey, I'm afraid.
Rocky said Sheen ran slightly wide. To lose 8 seconds, that's not slightly wide.
Right,
That's
okay.
significantly wide.
So the big
Look at-
winner in all of that,
Wow.
big winners are Foss, who's now in P2, and John, who's back up into P3. Young Wakey's dropped down to P6 after that massive greeting with Mr. Barrier. Wow.
Wowee.
Okay. Yeah,
Deep breath.
we've still got 3.5 laps to go.
3.5 laps to go. BSR on for a 1-2 here.
I don't know. I reckon
But
John is currently looking at that BSR 1-2 and thinking, nah, boys, not today. He wants to ruin this party.
He does. He's going to embrace his inner champ here. And we know John. He will send it.
All right, let's jump on board with John. See how he handles this.
2 laps to go as the sun now is just starting to set here at Brands Hatch.
Through Graham Hill, down the Cooper Straight, into Surtees. Please tell me if I'm getting this right.
Doing beautifully.
Coming up the hill, tucking into the slipstream even. Down Pilgrim's Drop. Does he have a look at Hawthorne? No, doesn't want a bar of it. Sticking in the slipstream along the Derek Minter Straight into Westfield. Keeps it clean, doesn't run too wide. Foss does a little. Going through Dingledell into Sheens. The biggest butt pucker corner on this track. Into Sterling's. Makes up a mile under brakes. Coming down Clearways. Does he have a look at Clark Curve? Oh, Boss showing a masterclass of defensive driving right here.
There's some gamesmanship going on here.
John around the outside.
Yes,
No,
no.
no.
That's bold.
Oh, he's looking for the
Oh,
inside.
look at the defensive driving from Foss. He's gone too deep. Oh, there's a little tap.
John's
But
got
John's
it.
got it done. He's got it done.
And what that's done, that has opened the door for Lenosis and Nif as well.
Lenosis, ever the opportunist, like, oh, yes.
Meanwhile, Goaty, 4 seconds out in front, is like, yes, boys, fight, do it.
Do all the fighting.
Yes, but this is an absolute cracker of a battle for the remaining steps on the podium. Got 4 cars within... You could throw a bath towel over the 4 of them.
Just quickly want to say, as the sun goes down, how good do the flames look out the side?
They look rather pretty. I forgot my marshmallows.
We love flamage.
Oh, a bit of flamage.
Well, the Olympics on, you know, get the French accent on. But back to more important stuff, this fantastic race action at the moment. Whoa, Lenosis! Oh, wow!
Let's have a look at...
Oh, Nif had a big sniff then.
I want to have a look at that in the Liquid Solutions action replay. I'll finally get the sponsor's name out. Thank you very much, Liquid Solutions. Let's have a look.
Lenosis had some Liquid Solutions.
Definitely. Oh yes. Oh, Nif had a bit of a moment too. Oh, spicy for everyone involved.
Nif is all over the back of Lenosis here. Oh, he's got to run. He's got to run into Surtees. He's going to fire it straight up the inside. No,
Lenosis around the outside of Surtees. Oh, this is going to be a drag race down Pilgrim's Drop.
Into Hawthorn. Lenosis, I think the overlap's gone. It has. No, Lenosis, not at Hawthorn. Not at Hawthorn. There's been a touch. He's pushed him wide. Oh, that's going to be, there'll be some emotion attached to that.
Oh, there was another touch.
Oh,
there's a lot of touching.
Oh, wow. But back up the front.
And Young Wakey.
Young Wakey, huge winner there. But he's done it, Young Cyborg. He has put on a performance, and he's going to take round 2. What a drive. PSR, top of the podium. John, easily driver of the day in second.
John ruins a BSR party.
Lenosis in 4th. Young Wakey, Nif in 6th. Ricky Bobby, great drive from Ricky Bobby.
P7. Now, there might be a bit of an asterisk over some of those positions further up the grid.
I think there might be.
Pending some stewards' inquiries.
Banana Man there in 9th. Evil Evo. Another good racer, Evil Evo. Just didn't really see much on stream, which is always a good sign. Solid drive. Stickers there in 11th. Old Wakey there in 12th.
11 Spiel and P13.
Yep. And then P14 will be Black Friday for RMR. But we have to talk about it. Mountain Goat, great drive. Had a moment, a huge moment, but kept his head down. But of course, a moment will be talked about. Nif and Foss on the last lap into Hawthorn. That is definitely going to be some discussions. But we'll leave that to the stewards when I'm not touching that with a 30-foot pole. Well done, Goaty. Great stuff, mate.
Wow.
Wow.
I need a second just to catch my breath and have a bit of a debrief there.
That was something. Yes.
That was yeah. It was looking like the race was a foregone conclusion, and then with 5 laps to go, it just absolutely went off like a bunch of frogs in a sock.
Unbelievable. Having his mistake, and then Lenosis having a mistake, and then Young Wakey's winning, and then
Alrighty, so our race results tonight. Ghost, if you care to do the honours.
Our race results this evening. So it is Young Cyborg, OK Mountain Goat, takes the win for BSR. John in second position for Lightning Motorsport, and my driver of the day. Foss in third. Lenosis for APR Motorsport there in fourth. Young Wakey for Kraken Esports there in fifth. Nif for Black Light in sixth. Ricky Bobby, the second of the APR Motorsport cars, in 37. 8th is Tim Durags. I always get that team name on. Give me 2 seconds for Revolution E Motorsport in 8th position. Banana Man for Switchblade in 9th. Evil Evo for Doghouse in 10th. Sick of the Queen, 2nd of the Lightning Motorsport cars in 11th. Old Waiting for Black Rose in 12th. 11th for Revolution Esports and Black Friday for R&R. That is round 2, Division 1, run and done.
Well, there's been some overwhelming, to put it mildly, overwhelming support in the YouTube chat for Driver of the Day going to John. And,
The champ has done it.
I don't normally go with the crowd, but I must concur on this occasion. The champ, John, Driver of the Day. What about you, Sean? What do you think?
Oh, 100%. John, Driver of the Day. That move, especially, to close that gap up that he did after that second pit stop was unbelievable. Just a brilliant drive. Really did well. Ooh.
That was a very solid drive. Not gonna lie.
Absolutely stoked with that. The second driver of the day goes to you, mate. So great stuff on the stream. I thought you did really well. Jim Bob definitely concurs those thoughts. So everyone in chat, please give a congratulations to Luke. First time streaming. As someone who's done quite a lot of streaming, I know how nerve-wracking it can be the first couple of times. So you did really well, mate. Well done.
Thank you. If I could describe it in one word, actually I need 2 words. Exciting is one of them, and overwhelming is the second one. There's actually 3 or 4 more, but even though it's after 9 o'clock, I don't think people need to hear those.
John was sober, apparently. Look, that could explain a few things.
Well, I don't know about you, Ghost, but I'm keen to wrap things up here in the comms box and jump down into the pit lane and enjoy a couple of Rybenas with the boys. What do you say we wrap things up here?
I think so. So just want to say a couple of big thank yous. Massive thank you to Carbon Boy for hosting. Thank you to oh God, my memory's not working today. The first commentator that we had this afternoon, Renegade, thank you.
Yep, that's
thank
the
you to
one.
Renegade. Huge thank you to our amazing viewers. You are the best, definitely. Stream doesn't work without you guys, so give yourselves a pat on the back. Thank you to our drivers and our stewards and everyone around. And other than that, this is Sean, aka Ghost, signing off for now, and you've been watching Sector 1.
All right.